You played such a huge part in my life. Like, you were the first person who introduced me to my birth family's last name, opened up a wealth of information, and that really changed my life.
This was the situation where you were told that your birth mother was sexually assaulted. And that was in your mind for a long time before the truth came out, which we'll talk about.
I mean, I was born in the 80s, so that was a time where not that many Black folks were adopting kids. So that was something that was looked at more as like taboo, something that like we needed to keep quiet. And so, I mean, looking at myself, I always felt as though I looked more Caribbean, but honestly had no idea of literally any information. And my adoptive mother wasn't too keen on the idea of us talking about adoption. So I spent a lot of my life with that unprocessed trauma. And then on top of that, layered with like completely not knowing anything from my true heritage and identity. And so I was driving home one day and you and I talked on the phone and you said something to me like, you're going to be a whole person, like, regardless of whether you have this information or not. Like, it's going to make me cry. And you were like, her loss, whatever, whatever. And so she didn't want anything to do with me. But the fact that you've heard my birth mother's voice, I've never even heard her voice before, ever. And that crime was allegedly a time where my birth mother was a victim of a sexual assault by a gang of brothers who were supposedly terrorizing women of Belize at that time. And Belize City is really small. And so that story sort of reverberated through time, so much so that she can not even go home without people giving her the look as like, I remember that something really bad happened to you. So they told me I was a result of that incident.